We are all together going over the website.
I think the website is all done. T-minus 10 minutes until launch time. 3, 2, 1.
I really am excited to talk to you guys about babysitters, nanny, whatever you want to call that, and my experience and what I've been doing for the last few years. Jared has packed up his Mac computer. Bonnie and Joel flew in. We are all together going over the website.
There's nothing quite like the anticipation of the website launching, because Bonnie and Ellie have been working on this product for months. We know it's great. We've felt it in our hands. They've tried it on. They've done the photo shoot. The website is like the biggest nerve-wracking thing for me, because if something goes wrong, it's my fault. You know, like, I'm the one doing the website. If people can't buy stuff, it's my fault. If people can't click on things, it's my fault. So ultimately, all this weight is on my shoulders. And in about 1 hour, we will see if everything works or not.
It's looking great, Jared. You've done such a good job.
Thank you.
He let everyone sleep in, and he's been up working. Thank you.
I've been building the site, like redesigning it for the past week or so, and then basically just going through all of my checklists, making sure everything's checked off for today. Homepage, we have all the, Oh, good catch. See?
That was the biggest change.
See, Bon?
We all know Bonnie's the mastermind behind this. We also have come out with a new size this season, extra, extra small. So now we carry extra, extra small to 3XL.
That one's $10 more, 85.
So
Because there's more material and it's heavier material.
So Jared's the tech guy. Joel is our numbers guy. He makes sure that we have enough money to order certain amounts, and he checks all of the numbers.
And does all the margins.
Yep. Bonnie's doing her makeup, and look how beautiful this view is. But there's a lock right here. And she's like, who the heck just locked the door? She was having a hard time opening it. And Joel goes, it was a cool lock. And I laugh every time I'm around Joel, because he finds the best things, and like, that's so funny to me.
I think the website is all done. All of the products are ready to rock and roll. It's just a matter of 10 minutes, T-minus 10 minutes until launch time. I have 2 pages set up that all I have to do is click, and then everything is live. I am in my pajamas still. I luckily have brushed my teeth. Ellie is all dressed.
So hard all morning.
Bonnie is all dressed. Joel is out there on the phone. Can I change my clothes real quick? I have 10 minutes. I can do it so quick, and then we will launch.
There's so many things to do. We need a vlog, we need an Instagram, we need to post on the actual Bali page.
Tell me to send an email too. Like, there's so much going on. There's only 4 of us.
We need
3
more.
of us have smartphones.
We need more members on our team.
3, 2, 1.
No sales.
It just crashed.
The store is now live.
Did we crash it?
Yay! After all day, we have worked up an appetite.
And this is our dinner.
Yes, this is.
Ellie ordered dinner.
She's
Flourished a little bit.
She's treating all of us to a egg roll.
Hey, you can have 2. There's 5.
Nice, we can split the last one between the 4 of us.
We're at Lotus of Siam and
Siam.
We're at Lotus of Siam. Bonnie made the reservations because she said this place is always packed. We didn't even get ready. Bonnie and I had a massage, and
then took a really well-deserved nap.
yeah, it felt really good. And now we're going to eat dinner. Egg roll, anyone? Bonnie and Joel have flown out. They are on their way home, and we are on our way home.
The nerves are finally gone.
Guys, honestly, it is nerve-wracking every time, because you're like hustling, trying to make sure everything goes smoothly, and it really was. This was our best launch yet. You guys were so unbelievably sweet in the comments and DMs, and whether you purchase something or not, like, thank you for your feedback
and support.
And Jared, like, him lugging around the Mac computer. Like we said, Jared is like definitely the tech guy behind all of Bali, and I just am so grateful for you. It's like you envision your life, and then your life is never what you envision it. And sometimes there's good things that come out of it and bad things. And one of the best things that have come out of life is that, like, I get to work with you. I would never have ever thought that that would be my life. And I'm just very, very grateful from the bottom of my heart for all of the support and then the work on your end. And I just...
Well, that's very, very sweet of you to say. And I think it's the coolest thing that each one of us brings a certain aspect of the company that no one else could provide.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dave Ramsey. It is true. You probably should not own a business with family. I can see why. Like, it has its ups and downs for sure. There's no one in this life that I could run a business with other than Bonnie and Joel. Like, if it came to family. And it's just the way we work together, and we're able to be very honest with each other. And even when there's hiccups and like things do get uncomfortable because we are family, and it's really hard to put emotions aside sometimes and when you're making decisions. And I just am very grateful that I have them and we have them to work with. So we're on our way home. I had to stop by the donut place. I put them in their seatbelts. I got the kids donuts. We always do donut Saturday, and even though it's not a Saturday, we've been away from them, and I really wanted to bring them home a donut. It's kind of like our family fun thing. When we have donuts, we get around the table, and it's just kind of special. So I'm excited to bring them home a donut and then sit and talk with you guys all about how I hire babysitters / nanny and all my experiences over the last few years. We are home and the kids ate up all of the donuts. I want to tell you guys thank you so much with your support, your kind words, your purchases, your feedback with Bollie brand. This was our best launch yet. We didn't expect to sell so many. We've sold out of a few sizes. So if you guys haven't checked out bolliebrand.com yet, I will have that in the description. I really am excited to talk to you guys about babysitters, nanny, whatever you want to call that, and my experience and what I've been doing for the last few years. I have had some horror stories and I've had some amazing success stories. So I'm going to tell you what the best way I have done to find the help that I need. First, I have to say there is no shame in asking for help, especially when you're taking on more responsibilities. You cannot do it all. And I think that is something that's hard to give up, especially like, let's say, cleaning. That is something I love to do, and I know I'm really good at it, and I'm picky. It's really important to know that it's okay to ask for help, whether you have a lot on your plate or if you don't have a lot on your plate and you just are really wanting some help, or you're wanting to spend more time doing something else. It's okay to ask for help, to trade work, to hire it out, whatever you need to do that makes you happy and your life run smoothly. The first time I realized I need help, I need a nanny, I need a third hand, someone to come in and help me, was when I was pregnant with Tommy. We had just started Bollie brand, and when I was looking for somebody, I needed somebody that could at least drive, at least 18 to 30, 18 to 40 is the age that I was personally wanting to find. I went to like a nanny website. I had the worst experience. I had an interview with several people and just got a vibe from them. I hired somebody to come 2 days a week. They came into the house and they did a tester day where it's like, pretty much this is what your job will entail. They were excited, I was excited, and then I said, okay, I have a big day on Friday, and that morning they didn't show up. I texted her, I had her address because I pretty much had already hired her. Jared drove around because it was stormy. He wanted to make sure like there wasn't like a car accident or anything, and it was just so out of the blue. So she didn't show up and she didn't communicate with us, so that was really hard. The next person that I had hired, I had her for a few weeks and it just didn't really work out. I am very adamant on having the kids respect things, respect boundaries, respect what I say.
And I went outside and Calvin was like on her car. And I said, oh, no, Calvin, we don't do that, get off. And she's like, it's okay, like it's a beater car. And I thought, I don't care if it's a beater car or a Tesla. Like first he can fall off the top of it. And like that's like not what we do. And so there was a few of those that I just thought, this isn't working out. So then one day I was so stressed. I was in bed and I thought maybe I just shouldn't have anyone. Maybe I should like stop doing my business like Bali. Like it was like I needed someone at least a few hours a week so I could like focus. And I was on Facebook on the dog page where it's like, where do I take my dogs to the dog park? And somebody had made this post and it was like, I have nannied for so many people, I can be an assistant, I'm detail oriented. She listed all the things that she did and I was like, on the dog page? Okay. But it sparked my eye because of all the things that she was detailed about. I messaged her at like 11 p.m. She came over 2 days later and she sat down and her name was Jess. You guys probably saw her in a few of our videos. She was a model for Bali brand. She honestly turned into like my best friend and I bawled and bawled and bawled when she had to move. She came into my life and it was the biggest blessing. It was everything that I wanted. She, to this day, I message her all the time and I was so grateful for her help when I found her. So this is where we're at now. We moved to St. George and I thought I'm not gonna use any website. I think for me, and possibly for you, word of mouth is the best. To have someone come in your house and help you, whether it's cleaning, whether it's an assistant, whether it's an employee. If someone's coming into your house, you almost need to like be on the same page with like the way you like live your life, because like I need them to kind of act as how I would act with my kids, and I have expectations for my kids and how I talk to them and parent them and how I run my household. It's you know, personal. This sweet mom on Instagram DM'd me, and you guys know I don't really go through my DMs a lot. This lady DM'd me and was like, welcome to St. George. If I lived by you, I'd bring you a basket of goodies, but instead let me tell you like my favorite spots to shop. These are my favorite doctors. These are my favorite hikes to go on with kids. And she literally just gave me all this information that was so helpful. We ended up meeting up a few times. We've gone on a lunch date. Our kids have hung out. A few weeks later, I messaged her and I said, hey, I'm looking to have somebody come to the house a few days a week. I really would like them to be at least like 20 years old. I want them to be able to drive. I want to be able to trust them. And she said, I actually have the perfect contact for you. And then she messaged me, a friend of hers that is 23 years old. She's going to school, she has a job, and she's looking for like a part-time just to like make more money. And I interviewed her and she is again one of like the best things that have ever happened to me. The kids love her. And so when we did this Bali like getaway celebration launch, I had her come over and she stayed the night and was with the kids. I've had a lot of people ask, hey, how do you do it all? And I don't. Nobody can do it all. I can't do vlogging by myself. People ask, how do I get into daily vlogs when, you know, my husband doesn't support me? And that's really hard. I have Jared that supports me. Jared and I both take our workload and our family load and we share it. There's been a few times over the years where Jared can't hold the load. Jared edits 99% of our videos, but there's been times over the years where I'm like, Jared, I just need you to have a week off. And so he hires a week of editing off, and then we get back into our routine. And it's like we always like come back to this like home spot where it's like we do things together, but then you need to hire things out. Now that I talked to you about how I find people that help me, I want to talk to you about the process. So first we do a phone interview, and then we do an in-person interview. We do a background check, and then we have an in-person, this is what your day would look like. With the sitter that I have now, I had her come over and I just pretty much said like, follow me around. Like I did the dishes, I'm like, oh, these are like my nicer dishes. I wash these by hand. There's certain things that need to be done certain ways in my home. And so she just would follow me around. It was kind of like she sees how I run my home, and then I see how she interacts with the kids. And so that is a great way to start if you're looking to find someone that you need in your home more permanently and not just like a babysitter, you know, once or twice a week or something. When it comes to babysitters, That I use more word of mouth. The neighbors, people at church, and I use that more for like date nights once the kids are in bed type of thing. So there you've had a few rough experiences and a few good experiences that I have had with finding the help that I need. I have come a long way. When I had Calvin and we were in our townhome, I would never get babysitters. I didn't want anyone, I didn't trust anyone. It took me a long time to trust and to reach out and to ask for help. And I wish I would have done it sooner. I look back and I say, I wish I would have been able to have the energy and the motivation to find someone to help me, but I wasn't. I was depressed and I didn't know how to help myself. It's really hard to let go. I love my kids more than anything, and I love being a wife, and I love playing house. And honestly, I've been married 11 years. We have our 3 boys, and I feel like all I do is play house all day, and it's really fun. Yes, I have my ups and downs and my anxieties and my frustrations, and I'm having fun, and I'm learning to have more fun when I trust myself, when I can see that I'm having a problem and I need help. I'm not just talking about finding a babysitter or a nanny, but it's like, I've learned over the last few years to trust myself, where it's like, I'm not feeling well, I need to figure this out. And it literally is a snowball effect. I feel so happy to be able to sit down and share this with you, where a few years ago I wouldn't have felt comfortable because I was just in this like juggling stage of life where I'm like, I don't even know how to help myself. How would I sit down and like talk about all of this? I hope that you don't look into my life or on Instagram or on YouTube and think, oh, she does all of it, because I can't. That's impossible. And I really wanted to just sit down and like chit chat. I've rambled a lot, but you guys have been so sweet to follow along our journey, and I so appreciate it. And I love meeting friends online. I can't even believe that I had opened up that DM and then it created a friendship. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.